Alright guys, so I thought I'd make a quick video as quick as I can. This video might be a little bit long, but anyway, I want to ask you a quick question. Leave your response in the comment section below. What are you looking forward to in boot camp? Like what, no, not in boot camp, but what are you looking forward to getting out of the Navy? Not financially, not, the benefits. Who are you looking forward to becoming as a person? Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, what matters the most is not how much money you have in your bank account. It's not, the clothes that you're wearing. It's who you become as a person, as an individual, that makes us truly happy. So, I say that for one of two things. Number one, if you never thought about it before and all you're thinking about is the money, all you're thinking about is the benefits, educational benefits, it's now just time to start to think, who do you want to be? Like for me, I wanted to become a better son to my parents, a better, a much more religious person to my faith, and a much more influential person, which I feel like I'm slowly becoming through helping so many people. And also, second thing is I want to see who's still here and who's left for boot camp. So, to talk to you guys about today's main topic, which is promotion in boot camp. And I made this video like 2 days ago, and then I was thinking about it. I view my video multiple times before I post it, make sure it's good quality, good content. And I didn't like it, so I started from scratch, and I started to ask around much more. And so, to give you a background, 2 days ago, I talked to a E5 second class petty officer who made it in 2 years, which is extremely fast. And we were talking about promotion in boot camp. And, I started to make me think, why didn't I get promoted? And I already made previous videos as to why I didn't. But to add on to that, right? So, in my opinion, the people who were supposed to be promoted didn't get promoted in my boot camp, in my division. The people who did get promoted were, in my opinion, the most unlikely of the people, because they were disrespectful, they were loud, they were talking, they did not follow directions, they did their own thing. In my opinion, overall, they weren't good recruits. However, the people that, in my opinion, were the good recruits, the people who followed direction, were quiet, did what they were supposed to, gave it 100% each day, they didn't get promoted. And that started to bother me. Why? What did the RDCs see? What did the recruit division commanders, the instructors, what did they see in the unlikely of the people? Why did they get promoted, and the people like me and the people that, in my opinion, should have gotten promoted, why didn't we get promoted? And I'm not saying I should have gotten promoted, but I felt like I should have. But anyway, I'm kind of bummed out, but it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so I started to think, and what I realized was they had great social skills, right? All they did was talk. They had great social skills, developed good relationships with the instructors. And I thought, maybe that's it. Because the people who are quiet, doing what they're supposed to do, they don't stand out. From the beginning, they give it 100%. They know what they're supposed to do. They know they need to follow instructions. And they are, straight out military, and they don't really stand out as an individual. Because that's the expectation of everyone. But the ones that were, in my opinion, and I'm going to say this, dirtbags. In my opinion, the ones that were dirtbags, why did they get promoted? Because they started from the bottom. They were the kids from the rough areas doing their own thing, and they started out really rough, and they rise up all the way to the top. Because there's a huge room for improvement, huge room for growth. At the end of the day, I honestly don't think they grew, but there's that huge improvement. And when the RDCs, when the time comes for the instructors to pick, who do we promote? The people who followed directions and did what they're supposed to do throughout boot camp, or the people, in my eyes, who improved the most. And now, I'm not saying this is for all RDCs. I'm sure some RDCs much more prefer that the people who are much more respectful, follow what they're supposed to do from day one, they would pick them. But I feel like not all RDCs like that. I feel like more RDCs are looking for that huge growth, huge improvement, because when the time comes, there's a limited amount of number they can fill in for those slots for the promotion. And I was talking today with someone. He's in third class, petty officer third class, and I asked him, like, how'd you get promoted in boot camp? You know, you were E1 and you became E2, and he said this. When I was talking with my recruiter, you know, he gave me the best tip that worked, and my recruiter said to me, be the most dirtbag recruit in boot camp, and then, you know, you might know exactly what to do. You know you need to listen. You know you need to do this. You need to know that. But act like the most dirtbag sailor in the world, because by the end, the amount of growth, the amount of change you develop is going to be noticed by your recruit division commanders, by your RDCs. And I'm making this video to give you guys this thought, this 2 cents of mine, because I'm not saying, you know, follow this, do this, and you'll get, you know, it'll increase your chance or you will get promoted in boot camp. No, I'm not. I'm not saying this video, it might help, it might not help. I'm just sharing with you guys my opinion, my views, and some of the examples and some of the people who actually got promoted this way. I have not yet really met someone who was, you know, the straight A recruit, did what they were supposed to do from the beginning, except for one guy in my division that did get promoted. I definitely do feel that he did deserve it. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why, you know, RPOCs get promoted too, because you know, if they have RPOC for a really long time, they can see that room for growth, because there's so much pressure on the RPOC that they become a better person as they grow and develop. So at the end of the day, guys, you know, think about it. You know, definitely think about it and strategize, you know, depending on your RDCs, depending on, you know, the situation. I would definitely say if I went back to boot camp and I thought about, you know, what I should do to get promoted, right? If I went back to boot camp, I would definitely be more of a dirtbag, and by the end, I would show that huge growth of improvement, and also up my social skills. And develop some type of relationship with the RDCs, like a friendly relationship, just so, you know, they, at the end, they know in their mind that I stood out the most from the beginning to end. And so I'm not saying this is, you know, the way to go, but, you know, definitely just think about it, and just know that I'm giving you some of the examples that from the past that actually somehow some people got promoted. So thanks for watching. Leave any comments or questions you have in below, and definitely also check out the Facebook page that I'm probably gonna make. If I do, by then the links will be in the description down below. Alright guys, have a great Navy day.